what is brain health and why does it matter to people with MS?
The brain's function is vital in our body. So it does correspond of various different functions from breathing, heart rate, blood pressure, and actual limb function. MS can affect the brain structures and cause a bit more speedy aging process. So we need to do everything we can to slow down the aging process.
So if the brain is in charge of everything that's going on in our bodies, can you speak specifically to cognitive function and how MS might impact that?
The cognition is a common symptom in MS, and we see that quite early at the beginning of the disease. Fatigue is one of the symptoms of MS as well. There are physical symptoms that relate to fatigue, and then there are cognitive function that can be related to fatigue. So different types of fatigue that people experience. We know that people who are much, much healthier, they have less brain fog.
So are you saying, for example, if I can improve my sleep quality, that might improve my brain fog, my thinking, and help with my cognitive function?
Absolutely. So sleeping plays a huge role in cognition. So it's almost like a brain taking time to wash out all the toxins throughout the night whilst you are asleep. And you almost like regaining your function and improving the speed, how the brain send the signal to your arms and legs to function. Quality of sleep is an enormous, if you compare to other functions of the body, what we can do for ourselves. If I needed to choose mindfulness versus good quality of sleep, perhaps I would go for good quality of sleep because I know it gives you much more benefit than being mindful in a way. But equally, both are very important.
And the mindfulness might actually lead to better quality of sleep. There's a lot to think about and manage. Do you recommend cognitive testing for everyone with MS, even just to get a baseline, even if there is no suspicion that there might be a problem?
We have to admit that we are underutilizing the cognitive assessment, and it's a time-consuming process, and we simply haven't got allocated time to go and look at the various different cognitive domains and function. Equally, we haven't got tools that could be done remotely by the patient before they come to the clinic. So there's very limited what we can do in terms of the assessment. And it's super important to identify early onset of the cognitive dysfunction because it's almost like a prediction marker for disability and progression. We have emerging evidence to suggest that actually early signs of the progression of MS comes from the cognition. So the cognitive dysfunction may be a predictor, an indicator that somebody may reach the progression.
So in an ideal world, we would all have early cognitive testing, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet in Canada. It took 20 years for me to get cognitive testing, and then I didn't have a baseline to compare it to. I have read some surprising research recently that suggests video games can actually improve our cognitive function with or without a diagnosis of cognitive impairment. What are some things that people with MS can do to keep their brains sharp and working optimally?
It's interesting that you touched the topic about the video games. I'm very much exploring this, and I read a lot about this. Video games that people do play, it improves the neuroplasticity. So what does that mean? You got a better wiring within the brain structures. It's a simple way of improving the cognition by implementing any game. It could be a table game, it could be a crossword or zigzag or puzzle, a quiz. So it all enhances the wiring, the plasticity, the function of the brain, because your brain is always in the process of interpreting and analyzing. And if you don't give a task to the brain, your brain becomes lazy. As simple as that. So you need to keep the momentum. So sometimes we are setting the goals to improve, but maybe we should lower our bar and say, shall we just maintain the function?
It's certainly encouraging to think that there are some practices that can improve our MS that are actually fun and enjoyable. Video games don't have to be a guilty pleasure. You're doing rehab.
MS can increase the speed of brain function decline, so it's important to take steps to live a healthy lifestyle to prevent or slow progression. Sleeping plays a huge role in brain function, so improving the quality of sleep can be very beneficial. Video games can be a good tool in maintaining brain function.
I hope you found that video useful. You can find more MS content on our channel or click the link to watch the next MS video.